We've talked so much about people struggling to make ends meet, not just paying their rent or their mortgage, but also just putting food on the table.
Now, you've heard about parents getting creative, but what about college students? The University of Akron found food insecurity among students has increased 260% during this pandemic. But as News 5's Bob Jones explains, new at 5, the community is coming together to do something about it.
So we've got jalapeno peppers, we've got bell peppers, and then we have a cantaloupe growing over here.
On the site of a former fraternity house,
So you can see we've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes in particular coming up.
there is a lot growing on.
What do you think of the peppers? Those are looking pretty good.
Yeah. They are, yeah. Last I saw, they were like little sprouts like that big.
An urban garden created by students at the University of Akron, creating a bunch of buzz. PhD student Alyssa Kuhnfield is part of the Urban Agriculture Club.
Myself and several other students have really wanted to get our hands dirty working in the garden and get a bit more experience growing our own produce.
But there is a bigger purpose behind those peppers, a plan for the pickling cucumbers.
And so amid the pandemic, we saw an overwhelming number of students who were coming to us with food insecurity. They were having a hard time putting food on their table.
Allie Doring, the director of the university's Zip Assist program, feels access to produce is critical for students right now.
And a lot of them have talked about the inflation that they're seeing at the grocery store, the inflation in hygiene items, but also food items.
Seeing the problem, students look to be part of the solution. With $10,000 in community funding and a grant, the urban garden really began to bloom last month. The vegetables, fruits, and herbs that pop out of the soil are donated to Campus Cupboard, a pantry providing food to students in need.
Being able to actually do something positive for folks that really could use a bit of positivity, it means a lot to them and also to us.
There's also a mental health and well-being aspect to the garden. Behind me you can see those posts. Those are meant for the students to hang hammocks to relax. And right below this wind chime here you can see a bunch of self-care stones with messages like, "You rock and you matter."
As we hear about barriers that are facing students, we find tangible solutions using community partners.
Alyssa and Allie hope to expand the unique garden.
So over here we've got cilantro, we have basil, we have mint, we have rosemary.
Recognizing what's grown here will yield more food for those who need it.
This is just the beginning. We definitely want to add more raised beds in here and really grow like lots of substantial crops that we can distribute throughout the season.
In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.